Okay, so this is ridiculous. Oda made One Piece. We know he's the GOAT. He's amazing at foreshadowing. He's amazing at world building. He's amazing at character development. He's amazing at basically every aspect of his job. But it's insane to see how big One Piece has gotten. And you gotta give Oda credit because he just made this manga because he wanted to make a manga as a kid that he already knew the ending from the start, and that's what One Piece is. But y'all may be confused, but what's ridiculous is the fact that this man managed to sell 500 million copies of One Piece. That's not 500,000, that's 500 million. That's 500 million. That boy Oda really went out there and sold that many copies of One Piece. He legit broke the record for selling all these copies, and you know who was the previous holder of that record? Oh yeah, Oda again. The old record was around 300 million, and now the new record is 500 million. And I don't know any series that's gonna beat that. I just want y'all to recognize that this man, he's the GOAT, bro. He has done so much. He has written the story for so long, drawn the story for so long, and he's managed to keep the readers entertained over 20 plus years. Do you understand how hard that is? It's hard for me, a YouTuber, to keep the audience watching after a minute. That audience retention goes down so quick, and many YouTubers feel that struggle. To keep your readers engaged for 20 plus years, for not even for the readers to be engaged, but for your manga to be basically the #1 selling manga of all time for 20 years? That's insane. Just think about people have legitimately read this series and are still reading this series, had children, and are giving this series to their children now. And you may say that sounds crazy, but if you started reading this series when you're 18, 20 plus years go by, you're 38 now, you had a child, let's say when you're 28 or 30 years old, that child's around 10 years old now, he can start reading One Piece. Think about that. Families are reading One Piece together. Families are growing up on One Piece together. This series is so long, and he sold 500 million copies. And this is not just a dub for Oda himself. This is a dub for the whole One Piece community, because Oda is not the only one that's been keeping his manga alive. We have too. We've been spreading the word of One Piece. We've been telling people about how good this series is. And people are jumping into it, and we're finally getting towards the end of One Piece, which I'm kind of dreading, bro. Just thinking about the amount of books that is, about how if all those books were in one room, how big that room would have to be, it's just insane to think about. And the fact that we're not even done yet. What about when One Piece ends in about 5 years, and people are still buying the manga volumes years after it ended, and how many more manga volumes there gonna be? What about that? Is there gonna be 1 billion copies sold of One Piece? Yeah, I know that's twice the amount that he sold right now, but we're coming to the end, and once that gets on the shelves, people are always gonna be talking about it. It's always gonna be passed down. I don't think One Piece is ever gonna be forgotten in the manga community. So it may take some time, but I think it's quite possible One Piece could sell at least near 1 billion copies. And think about how crazy that headline's gonna be. I just hope Oda's alive for long enough so he can see that headline and be proud of this series that he created and this community that he created around his work. I have such a love for One Piece, and it's crazy because I just started reading it like 1.5 years ago, and I love it so much, and it became basically a top 3 manga and anime for me that kind of transformed my life in the way that I view things, the way I approach situations, and how I handle situations. I am proud to say I am a One Piece fanboy, and I will never change about me. And I've made plenty of One Piece content on my channel, So if you want some more One Piece content, feel free to watch this video on why Usopp is actually the ancient weapon Uranus. It's a very popular video and a lot of people agree with me, and I just suggest you watch it. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.